Alright, I'm Matt and I'm back with Fallout 4, where once again I'm re-recording my voiceover on account of having turned off the microphone before before starting the video. And I'm gonna try once again to talk to Desdemona, see if I can get around siding with the railroad and just finish my quests. And apparently I can't. Maybe I can get back to the Minutemen afterwards.
I'll work with you then.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot. There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps Synths escape to freedom. Dozens of Synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the code name Patriot. So you need to infiltrate the Institute and make contact with Patriot.
How do I make contact?
Tom devised a way to send a message to Patriot. We can plant a coded message on an Institute terminal, and if all goes well, he'll respond. Just see Tom, and you can proceed from there.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital, but the sacrifice is just too great.
Stockton and the synths are depending on us. We can't let them down.
Well said. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Won't the Institute be suspicious if I'm the only one left?
You're a lot tougher than anyone else in their outfit. If only one person could survive, it would be you. And any story you come up with won't be contradicted. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
So I got a new quest that I don't really want to do, but I think maybe now I can turn in the other quests.
H-222 is safe to move.
I know. I already got an earful from Glory about Malden. Operational security is worth the occasional crossed wire. Anyway, Amari reports H-222 made it out safely.
It was good to help out H-2 again.
Looks like he has a guardian angel. The crisis is over for now. Take this. You've earned it.
Desdemona.
I heard Randolph got B-811 out of the Commonwealth, in large part thanks to you. You're proving to be a valuable addition to the Railroad.
Happy to help.
My gut says Mr. Timms is exactly who he says he is. But Pam isn't convinced yet. Until she signs off, no direct contact.
Up top, you gotta be careful. Never know when you're being watched.
Nice, we got a level up, so what's the next thing we want to do? Alright, Bloody Mess, there's still a point to take there. Need one. When an enemy explodes, nearby ones may also do so. That would be fine.
Whispers back.
Sometimes the story's got it right. You kicked ass at Malden.
Wait, there's still a thing to do here at Railroad HQ. What is that? Oh, right, talk with Tinker Tom. And then we talk to the Brotherhood.
Hey there.
Oh, man, you were actually there? Inside the belly of the beast? No time for that, though. Let's set you up to contact Patriot. I got here one genuine Tinker Tom special. Just load her up onto a holotape, plug her into any Institute terminal, and execute.
And maybe get them involved with Bunker Hill as well. And that's gonna be a fun fight then.
The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal. Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum would be fatal.
'Cause the more the merrier, isn't that right? Everybody's gonna hit the Institute then.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood, Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
I have something urgent to report, Elder. The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information? Our reconnaissance hasn't reported anything of the sort.
I received the information from the Institute itself.
And you've done the right thing by reporting this to me directly. Well done, soldier. Your report provides us with a golden opportunity to state our intentions to the Institute. I'm placing you in command of this mission. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill, and whomever the Institute sends to retrieve them. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the appropriate backup. Dismissed, soldier.
I'm gonna do one of those two. Probably not the other.
Station keeping maintained.
We'll see.
Damn ferals. Radiation is a twisted sense of humor. When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
So yeah, we have to get that network scanner footage. Not sure if I can still do that, and locate Dr. Lee. Now, where would that be? Oh no, that's the cursor. That's Smiler, of course. Yeah, that, okay, maybe I can just talk to Sturgis to get that network scanner footage. That would be interesting. Bunker Hill. No, where's Dr. Lee? Let's turn off everything else and see about that. And there is no quest marker. Because of course there isn't. So no idea how to retrieve Dr. Lee. Let's turn everything back on that we need. And then we'll get that show on the road in Bunker Hill. Or am I gonna talk to Sturgis first? No, I'm gonna talk to Sturgis first. Well, maybe Sturgis and Preston, because maybe Preston will get me back into the... get me siding back with the railroad, with the Minutemen. If I can find Preston, that is.
Can it wait?
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
I'm working on something with the Brotherhood of Steel. They want to look at the data I got from the Institute.
The Brotherhood, huh? I sure hope you know what you're doing. Here you go. I've already made myself a copy.
Hope what I'm doing? So do I. Curie, where are you going with your weapon? Is there any hostile there? Doesn't seem to be. Either way, I suppose that went better than expected. Now, if we can find Preston, that would be awesome, pretty much. If he is back here, I think he is, or is he at the castle?
Then I can use the site to help you.
No, it said he would be going back to Sanctuary. Maybe he's in one of the beds somewhere? Oh, or maybe that's him coming up the road there. Yeah, that looks like it's him.
Hey there.
Is there something you need?
No, nothing.
No problem.
Well, looks like he's not gonna insist on me siding with the Minutemen again. We can probably work around that, get back by aborting the railroad quest. For now, we're gonna start that party at Bunker Hill and go to Boston Airport later on, afterwards.
Oh, Bunker Hill! I so wanted to visit. Do they have... It looks quite defensible.
Yeah, but first we have a meeting with the Corsa out here, and that should set everything off. It's gonna be 2 ambushes at the same time.
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Well, that's a nice change of pace. Apparently everybody is friendly to me, only hostile to each other, so we can probably just move through without taking any damage. That would be pretty awesome. It would be better if we could get in. Wasn't there a back door to this place? Not on this side apparently. Although there's fighting all around. The synths from the Institute are teleporting in, and we've got Brotherhood, Knights, Railroad Heavies, you name it. You name it, it's there, and it fights each other. What a nice time to not be the one everybody shoots at right now. Okay, that's Cricket. Hope she doesn't die. And there we can go in. This side of the fence here. And the synths are just about there. Let's just hope that the friendliness to me, or the team on my side, for everybody still extends here. And well, apparently, okay, those turrets are a bit of a problem, because I have tried this. This is actually the second attempt, and the first one I got shot by one of those turrets. Although they should be on my side, not sure why they shot. Which is why I'm just heading through here. And the turret doesn't attack apparently. Or I'm just too fast past it. That would also work. Well, we are pretty much safe. Let's find the synths and maybe help them.
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
You're safe, okay? Let you go.
Oh God, thank you.
I expect the Corso isn't gonna like that. Oh, he's still friendly. There we go. Okay. That was simple. Still gotta deal with the escaped Synths, but how?
Excuse me.
I can't believe you'd do that for us.
Hey.
Thank you for giving us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
Hey there.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
Hey there.
Thank you for sparing us.
So they're just thankful. Is there anything we can nick here? Anything interesting they put in here? Doesn't look like it. Anything? No. Well, maybe that hot plate. So, what are we gonna do next? There's no more fighting. I suspect the railroad won. Yep.
Hey.
They did.
Yes.
That's good news. The turrets are also friendly. Let's see how it looks outside. Also, I noticed I went back in here once, but because I didn't notice that my next objective is actually to meet Father on top of the CIT ruins. But I'm gonna cut that out. When I leave here is when I actually left for the second time. Ooh, Ghoul Slayer's missile launcher. That might come in handy. Pretty neat, if you ask me. Fusion cores. I could pick up some of that power armor, but I think I'm encumbered enough as is. Just gonna grab some small things here. Some little mementos, you might say. Well, mostly ammo and such junk. It's funny that all of the railroad guys have Gauss rifles. Also, that railroad armored coat is pretty good in regarding energy protection, but not very much by ways of physical or radiation. At least compared to what I'm currently wearing, which is an upgraded vault suit and some more armor pieces. But let's head on back out. Fun fact, outside it's the Brotherhood of Steel who won the day, probably on account of their vertibirds and power armor. Just took the railroad and the Synths apart. That's it. It's time to head on over to the CIT ruins and meet Father there. Just need to figure out how to get to the roof to meet him. So apparently it's dead ahead, in through the front door. Yeah, looks like we have to go in through the front door. That's simple, pretty much.
Hello?
What? Who's there?
Well, so much for simple. We've got super mutants and Synths somewhere in here. Well, there's a super mutant. And that bit about jack shit.
These attacks to continue.
So, it's not gonna be long until I realize that I have turned off my microphone. And I'm gonna turn it back on, comment on that. And from there on out, there's gonna be normal commentary. Before that happens, just a few thoughts on the factions in the game and why I do, or to explain why I do what I'm about to do. I really want to side with the Minutemen, for the very simple reason they're about the best of the bunch, in my opinion. The Brotherhood, they're too focused on being, well, you could say racially pure. Only humans, nothing else, no synths, even if they are human-like, if they are friendly. Same with ghouls. They, I think they would even kill ghouls, even non-feral ones. The Railroad, they're too focused on synths. They only want to save those, and everybody else, well, who cares? The Institute, they only want to save themselves. Again, a similar problem as with the Brotherhood, and that is purity. They want to keep humans completely human. Even those who have lived in the wasteland are not good for them, and they would kill them pretty much, which I don't like. The Minutemen, on the other hand, they are trying to get everybody, or to help everybody in the Commonwealth, be they human, be they ghouls, whichever. As long as they're friendly, all's fine. Even synths, I would suspect. And yeah, that's my thoughts. So I just noticed I had turned off my microphone once again. Oh crap. So what you've heard until now was a voiceover that I added afterwards. Oh man, I wish I'd stopped doing that this weekend, but whatever. Over there. So, since I don't know now what I have put in my voiceover, just gonna ignore that part. I am going to continue trying to clear out this place. Ooh. Well, I'd hoped that one shot would be enough, but apparently it wasn't. Oh well. But I think that was everybody and everything in here. Powerful sniper rifle. Okay. That was a super mutant? Well, of course. It got killed by energy weapons, so... Ooh boy! And a locked safe.
That's it.
Right. Now it's time to see Father. Wait a minute. Up on the rooftop. And tell him what I did. Because I have to admit I kinda cheated a little. Checking out what's it called? The wiki to see how I might be able to get out of siding with the Railroad and get back to siding with the Minutemen. And that is by getting thrown out of the Institute. So, how about it? That little Bunker Hill war
Sean.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
So, do we go the hard way? Yeah.
I made a choice. I let the synths go free.
Why? Why would you do something so stupid?
It was the right thing to do, Sean.
There's no moral choice to be made here. This was such a simple task. I just don't understand. I know you're capable of handling yourself. How can I expect you to represent the Institute if this sort of thing continues?
Well, there you are.
What if I don't want to represent the Institute? Have you thought about that?
To be quite honest, no, I hadn't considered that. It would be such a poor decision on your part. I had not given it much thought.
So where does this leave us?
I need to be sure I can count on you going forward. I had hoped we could be something like a family again. I hoped you shared our vision for the future. I'm afraid there's no room for sentimentality, Father. If you are not with us, then you are against us. Whatever you do going forward, do not interfere with the Institute's plans. I hope you can find some amount of peace.
Me too, Sean.
Goodbye, Father.
Failed the Battle of Bunker Hill. I am now enemies with the Institute. Hehehe. Return to the Institute? What? Oh no. I got banished. Good. Well, that's what I was hoping for. Kind of. Report to Desdemona. Burning cover. Well, that's not good. Failed underground undercover. That's okay. Let's see. From within we can report to Elder Maxon. Oh, because Dataways... Ah, I see. Dr. Lee would have been at the Institute. Oops. Well, I want to see how that turns out. This is not gonna be happy. What do you mean, busy? Oh.
Half of you know this already, but something so big. I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related, but the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, he made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did he find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this, the ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of, so get it done.
All blue, huh? Not a bad look. You need to hit the dead drops. Randolph's got a message for you.
Okay, Randolph safe
So
house.
you and
next.
Glory got assigned the same op. Compartmentalization of intel does have its cost.
Bad news. They kicked me out of the Institute. I can't get back in.
God damn it. We knew the whole operation was a long shot. I'm sure you did your best. At this point, we're done. Our only chance to do anything in the Institute was contacting Patriot.
Is that it? There's no other option?
Not with the Railroad. Without help, the Railroad simply doesn't have the numbers to do anything to the Institute. To forcibly free the synths in the Institute, you need an army. There may be a way. Not with us, but with your Minutemen. If you continue rebuilding them, you'd have that army. Then with the data you got using Tom's holotape, maybe they can find a way back into the Institute. If we can help with that, let us know. But I fear the fate of all the synths lie with the Minutemen now.
That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping. Right. So we can in fact continue with the Minutemen. That was a bit harsh, I do think, but whatever. Elder Maxon is not gonna be happy either, I do think, but whatever.
Glad to see you returned safely from...
Sir.
Lancer Captain Kells has informed me that the Institute's on high alert, and you're to blame. Explain yourself, Knight.
There isn't much to explain. What's done is done.
That's your explanation? Your instructions were clear. You were to infiltrate the Institute, find Dr. Lee, and convince her to return to the Brotherhood. I'm extremely disappointed in you, Knight.
I stand by my actions, sir.
Do you? Well, if nothing else, you have the courage to stand your ground. That doesn't absolve you from your mistake. But let's just say you've earned back some of my respect. Fortunately, This incident doesn't change our current strategy. We have a contingency plan that's already being put into effect that should ensure completion of our special project. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. And Knight, don't disappoint me again. Dismissed.
We will see. Proctor Ingram, right? Map. Oh, Proctor Ingram is down at the airport. Right. What all do we have? Got a dead drop up at the General Atomics Galleria. Okay, we've not been there in a while. Gotta talk to Preston and to Dr. Ingram. But I think we're gonna do that next episode.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
Yeah, we're gonna do that next episode. There's gonna be quite a bit of talking, I do think. And until then, thank you and good night.